mathematicians, let's talk about how to add and subtract decimals. Oh, hello. Hold on, let me introduce you to Piglet, who wants to join the video. Here's Piglet. She was scratching on the chair. She wants to learn about decimals. Right, girl? Oh, maybe not. Well, she'll listen. All right, we're going to add and subtract some decimals. The most important thing to know when we're adding and subtracting decimals is that we have to line up the decimals by place value. That means the ones go with the ones, the tens go with the tens. We would hate to accidentally say, oh, I have $10.05, and together that makes 15 cents. No. So we want to make sure we're adding and subtracting the right place values. And the easiest way to do that is to line up your decimal points. So if you have two numbers that have decimal points in them, perfect. What we want to do is stack our decimal points on top of each other. Whoops, I've lost my pen. Where is it? I'm struggling. My pen wasn't plugged into the computer. All right, we want to stack our decimal points on top of each other, right, like this. And then we can just line up our numbers. It's sometimes helpful to have like grid paper for this, 12 and 35. And the way we say this number is we say the hundreds place values. This is 12 and 35 hundredths. And 9 and 125, say the last place value, thousandths. So when you're adding or subtracting, if one of the numbers has more digits, like more place value digits than the other one, you can just add in some zeros. We can make it equal so that everything has something in. If you really wanted to, you could even put a 0 right here. So now you have 2 digits in each of your place values. And now we just add like normal. 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 3 plus 1 is 4. Decimal point, so we add a decimal point right here. 2 plus 9 is 11. Carry your 1. 1 plus 1 plus 0 is 2. And there's your final answer. So all that you really need to keep in mind is make sure to stack your decimal points on top of each other so that you are adding or subtracting the correct place values. A few fast examples. 46 and 2/10 minus 11 and 1800ths. If I do 46 and 2/10, and I want to stack, I honestly start with my decimal and then I say, okay, there was an 11 in front of it and an 18 behind it. Again, remember, if you do not have the same number of digits, like this has 2 digits behind the decimal point, this has 1 digit, you can just add some zeros because you have to have the same digits and the same place values, especially when you're subtracting. Because I can't just say, oh, nothing in 8. Yeah, that's 8. No. This is a subtraction problem. If you have 0 and you're trying to take 8 away, you need to go regroup. And that works just like normal. Then you can subtract. Decimal point, decimal point, decimal point. There you go. Last issue. Sometimes you see numbers that don't have decimal points in them. How do I add 46? And 1 and 2800ths. This is the most common mistake I see. People are like, okay, we can just add this up. No, if this was money, this would be $46 plus $1 more and 28 cents. In your head, when you think about money, it might be easier to be like, oh yeah, $46 plus $1 more, that's $47, and oh, we still have 28 cents. Okay, if you want to prove it mathematically, $46 is the same thing as $46.00. Now you have a decimal point. Every number has a hidden decimal point behind it, every whole number. Now you can add or subtract appropriately and you will get your final correct answer. Super important. If you're looking at a whole number like 46, add your decimal point at the end, add as many zeros as you need. Then you're set to go to add or subtract when you're stacking them on top of each other.